We're back, guys, with a new background. Yeah, an old playmat that I got here. Old World of Warcraft trading card game. You all know I played this for a time when it was big, and then unfortunately it died. It was unfortunate because it really was a good game. I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, yeah, we got another review item here today from a brand. Which, to put it lightly, the last deck box I looked over from them, I absolutely trashed. there's no easy way to say it that I completely trashed it because it was worth being trashed. It was a bad product. Viyohoh, I believe their name is what it was. Yeah, that last deck box was absolutely atrocious. But we went ahead and we got another box from them. Yeah. So we're going to give them another try. It's a different type of box. So yeah, same as before. We're going to go over it, give it a fair shake. This was sent over to me for free in exchange for an honest review. So we're going to see, can this one be better than the last one we got? Because, yeah, like I said, that last deck box we got from this brand, not good. Not good at all. It would be a complete waste of money if you bought that one. Anyway, but yeah, here we go. We're going to take a look at this thing. Pretty basic looking little deck box. It does have a bit of a gimmick to it, similar to the previous product that we reviewed from them. As you can see, it doesn't have a traditional kind of overflap that kind of covers the whole front of the deck box, similar to something like this, where you've got kind of just this flap with magnets on it there. It's got a single little tab here that you would pull up, and it's only got one magnet. Or I'm sorry, two magnets to be technical, but it's only held together with just those two. So it has one point in which it's held together. And so, yeah, we're going to see if that actually works out here. Let's give it a quick glossy look over here and see what we're looking at. We'll go through and look at the stitching. That looks okay. Looks okay there. Okay there. Big double stitch right there. And it does have a little bit of an indentation there as well. Looks fine there. Another double stitch and a bump right here, and a bit of a bump right here as well. This side's a bit more of a bump though. So the stitching overall is average, I would say. The double stitches I don't generally count off too much for because you have to end the stitch somewhere, and so that does sometimes happen. The reason I'm taking off a little bit more is because it's a very noticeable indentation. I'm not sure how clear that comes out on camera, but there's a noticeable indentation there. And on the other double stitch, there's a bump right there. So the overall quality that we have here as far as craftsmanship is not as good as I had hoped, but I would still say it's about average. So not too bad there. I guess the next thing we're going to take a look at is, I guess, the surface. Surface feels pretty standard, just like a lot of these other deck boxes. It does have a textured cover to it there. Feels perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It is a little dirty. It was a little bit dirty when I took it out of the box. It actually came in this box right here. And it did have a little tiny bit of filth here and there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to take off for that this time around, but yeah, not perfectly clean there. But still average, I would say. But yeah, I guess the big thing here is we're going to test out this magnet because it is just one, basically you got one magnet right here and then you've got another one right there. And that's the only way in which it's holding the cards in. So again, it is a bit of a gimmick. It feels reasonably strong. But my main concern is, since you've only got that one point of contact, is that going to be able to hold the cards in the deck box? I've not tested this yet, but I already have very strong doubts that this one single point in which the two magnets meet is going to be enough. I think once you fill this thing up, there's a very good chance the cards are going to come right out of it. In fact, just from pulling on it here, holds up okay, but it did come loose, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't feel all that great. Of course, we do have the window right here. It's not perfectly circular. It is a bit of an oval shape. The quality as far as that shape, give me a quick little look over it here. It's not great. Not completely horrible either, but not great. Yeah. And then it's got this kind of soft plastic. Basically, there's a little point in here where, let me open it up here. where you should be able to go ahead and place a card in. There it is. It's got kind of like a little sewn-in sleeve. And then you just kind of slide what should be, I believe, a sleeved card. Do I have a sleeved card here right now? Let me see. Okay, I do have this one. Oops. This one in an old Pokemon. And it should be able to slide right in. Come on. Okay, this is not cooperating. Yeah, this does not want to go. Wow, this does not want to go in. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me try this again. Maybe it's just the sleeve. Yeah, that's very... Is it really that tight? Hold on. Let me grab another sleeve. Get rid of that one. I've got another one here. Here we go. There's a hit on the Pokemon sleeve. This one's got kind of a smoother back to it, more of a matte finish back to it. Let's stick our card in here. Okay. This one's actually a little oversized even for a standard card. Let's see if this slides in any easier. Yeah, it's still a very tight fit. It's very tight. In fact, I'm feeling a little concerned trying to push this card in here like this. Maybe it's not meant to really take a sleeve. I mean, I wouldn't want to put a card in there without a sleeve myself, but maybe it's meant to go just with the card. Let me see. Now, this is a bit of a throwaway card, so if it gets damaged, I don't really care, but let's see. It's still a bit of a tight fit. I'm trying to kind of get it to go in there. Oh, this thing is unwieldy. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to... Oh, wow, this is a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get it to go in there straight. Okay, there we go. Wow, that was a bit of a hassle. But yeah, that's kind of, I guess, how it's supposed to go in there. It feels like it would hold it in there in place just fine without the sleeve. Let's close it back up and see how it looks. Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see the card there, so it's fine. So I guess if maybe you were going to stick a commander, like a little picture there, it'd be, you know, it'd be fine. Or you put the commander card there, it'd be fine too. But yeah, getting this thing in and out would be a little bit of a hassle. Again, since this is a throwaway card, I don't really care about handling it very carefully. But I would be... I would pause at saying that you should ever put a card of any sort of real value in this thing, because you definitely have to screw with it quite a bit. Yeah, I'm able to get it into there now. Okay, so it does seem to slide in there in and out. Maybe it just needed to be stretched out a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, I still don't feel comfortable telling you all to put an even reasonably expensive card, even like a $5 card. I wouldn't really want to put it in here. Yeah, it fits in there a little bit better now. But yeah, I would still feel better if I were able to put a sleeve on this. Let me see if I stretched it out a little bit. Let me try another sleeve. Do I have another sleeve here? I may not have another sleeve. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, that's a double sleeve. That's a penny sleeve. Yeah. Well, I do have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards here. I guess technically you could use this with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and these seem to slide in there a little bit easier now with the sleeve. But again, you still have to give them a bit of a push. I'm basically pressing down with my thumb right here, which may distort the card a little bit, which is where I start to get concerned. And again, there you go. There's your goddess with third eye. That does, wow. Is it just me, or does that not look very good? It just doesn't look good to me. Yeah, let me see. Can I get this out now? Get a bit of pressure here. I'm not crazy about this. I'm really not. The implementation, I get why they put it nice and tight, because they want the card to just sit there. I just don't like the way they did it. Yeah, just don't like that at all. I would not recommend putting any cards in there unless you really just don't care about them. The stitching on the inside is something we're also going to take a look at, and then we've also got some card dividers here. Let's take a quick look at the stitching. Seems okay there. Stitching there looks mostly fine. Stitching on this back side also looks okay. And then, of course, there's the stitching for this plastic part that goes right here. The stitching looks fine. Don't see any major issues there. Let's take a look and see if there's any gluing issues. Now, of course, this bottom part right here does not come off. It is glued on there from the feel of it. So yeah, that bottom, it doesn't just completely come apart like that. It is stuck on there permanently. Let's take a look at this ridge here. Let's see. A little bit of a bump there. Not too bad. Don't see any major gluing issues, like massive gobs of glue or anything like that. Looks okay. Seems all right. Okay. Now, I guess since we've been doing this with our other deck boxes, we're going to go ahead and do a quick measurement of the inside here. Let me get ourselves turned on. All right. So, inside of the deck box from this end, 98 millimeters exactly. From this other side, is it the same thing? 97.7. Okay, so reasonably close. Let's go ahead and check this diameter here. Or not diameter, but just measurement. I'm not a mathematician, man. Give me a break. 69. Oops, hold on. It's like right in the middle. It's like 69 or 68.9. See, it kind of gone back and forth there. So we'll just say 69. Okay, so interesting there. What about the outside of the box? I guess we might as well do this here. We'll kind of zoom through this part. Let's see. This side, we're looking at 107.6. How tall? We're looking at, it looks like, oops. Let's try it again. There we go. 90.2. As far as how deep. 84.9. Okay, so those are your measurements. All right, so now, I guess just to kind of get these out of the way, it does come with 2 card dividers. These are actually on the thicker side. You've got kind of a textured side right here, and then you've got a smooth side there. And it's the same thing with both of these. These are actually some of the nicer ones because they are a bit thicker. So yeah, these are actually some of the better ones that I've seen. So a little bit of a plus right there for the deck box. But now we're going to start doing some of the bigger testing. We're going to see how many cards we can fit inside, and then we're going to fully load it up, and we're going to see how that magnet holds up. Because like I said earlier, I have my doubts. I really do. And again, this is 100 cards, single-sleeved, so the size of a standard commander deck. Let's put it in here. And again, just to see how much we can fit in there. It easily fits the commander deck, as you can see. We still got plenty of room. Let me grab my secondary deck. And this is 30 cards right here. I've actually put the little divider in there because I keep having to go back and use this. So an extra 30 cards, I am not seeing that they will fit. And yeah, that's not going to fit. Let's try, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. An extra 10 cards fits in there just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An extra 5. Getting a little tight there, but still fits in. Can we do 120? All right, so this would be a total of 120 cards here. Pretty tight fit, but it is able to fit 120 cards, and let me see, should I be able to close this without a problem? Yes, it does close without a problem, so it can fit, I would say, safely up to 120 cards total. So enough for your commander deck, a sideboard, and then maybe a few tokens. So not terrible as far as sizing. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave the commander deck in here. And now we're going to close it up. Make sure it's nice and secure. Okay. And now, the part I'm a little afraid of, we're going to do basically a little bit of a shake test here. Can this single point of contact hold in a 100-card commander deck? Here we go. We're going to start real light, basically going like this. And we're going to step up the shaking as we go here. Here we go. And obviously I don't want my cards flying all over the place, so I'm going to put my hand right here. All right, here we go. And yeah, just as I suspected, it just does not hold up. Yeah, just 2 shakes there, and it immediately came loose. So not good. Just to be thorough here, we're going to test it again, and I will double check the contact. Again, 100 cards, commander deck. All right, you heard that there. It's definitely closed. Yep. Everything looks good there. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. Here we go. Going to start light and then work our way up. Okay. Yep, cards flying everywhere. Okay, so as you can clearly see, with a single shake that time, if you had put your commander deck in there, this thing would have immediately come loose. That is unfortunate. All right, so let me clean up some cards here, guys. I apologize. We'll fast forward or cut through this part. And yeah, please don't judge my commander deck. It's not meant to be an actual commander deck. It's just meant to be 100 standard sized cards sleeved. That's all it's really meant to be. Okay. So now that we've got the commander deck cleaned up here, obviously in my, as far as I'm concerned, that did not pass the test at all. Overall, what do I think about this deck box? Again, like the last deck box from this particular brand, it's an interesting gimmick. I see they're trying to just do something a little bit different here with the single point and having that little flap there. It's kind of neat. And again, I see what they're trying to do here, giving you the little commander window. The construction quality overall is average. It's not as bad as the other one. The other one I felt was kind of crap. This is the build quality here is pretty average. I just don't like the way the shape of this oval. It just feels very, I don't know. It just doesn't look good to me. It just looks so kind of cheap. But still, the overall build quality and craftsmanship, I would say, is at best average on this box. The colors are fine. The material on the outside is fine. That's also pretty average. The major failure is obviously going to be this little tab here with the magnet, because again, if it can't hold up to even some very light jostling there to hold back the 100 card commander deck, I have some very serious concerns, because if this deck box gets dropped, I can guarantee you your cards are going to go flying. They're going to go flying. You're going to have to get down on your hands and knees. You're going to have to get one of your friends to help you collect all 100 of your commander cards, because yeah, this solution is not good. It's just not good. I cannot recommend this deck box, mostly because of this, and also this little thing here on the inside. I just don't like the solution. I just don't. It feels like they sort of just cheaped out and just stuck a piece of plastic on there and said, here, let's just get them to do this. But again, sliding the card in and out of this thing, sleeved or unsleeved, just doesn't feel good. It feels like I'm having to warp the card to get it in there. And again, that's how it looks. It just, I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel good. It's not high quality. And again, I have to put a little pressure on my card and possibly warp it on the surface there, on the back of it, just to get it to move in and out, and I just don't like doing that. I really don't. I can't recommend this deck box to anybody. Viyohoh, again, I assure you, this is not a personal thing. It's not. I'm just looking at your product and giving you my honest opinion. I just can't tell anybody to buy this product. I just can't. I am not comfortable telling any of you to buy this product. It is a cute gimmick. I think, if I may offer a suggestion, if you went back to the drawing board a little on this and made this, instead of a single flap, 2 flaps, one on each side. So now you're going from 2 to 4 magnets total, so that you have a more holding things back. If you tried that, and left the middle empty, just had the 2 little flaps here on the edges, maybe that could work. I don't know for sure if it will or not. Obviously, I'm not a designer of these things, but maybe that's worth a try. I mean, obviously, this company is more than willing to go and try new designs, which again isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes, in this space, there isn't really a whole lot of innovation. A lot of deck boxes again look very much like this. This is your standard deck box. It's got the 4 or sometimes 6, or even in this case, this one actually has a total of 8 magnets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got the 4 over here. So it has a total of 8 magnets holding it. So yeah, this is definitely going to hold your commander deck. But yeah, when you go from 8 magnets to just 2, and you're trying to hold back 100 cards, it's just not going to work. You need a little more surface area there to hold things together. So yeah, give that a try, guys. Or maybe if you want, like I said, instead of using just the single flap, use a flap over here, and then put 2 magnets in here instead of just the one. It'd be like 1, 2. And if you do that double time, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have a total of 8 magnets holding it together. That stands a much better chance of being able to hold back a commander deck if the box gets, dropped or jostled around a bit. Will it actually work? I don't know. I really don't. But that's the suggestion that I would offer, because it seems like I said, they're willing to take chances and try different things, which is admirable. But unfortunately, their execution of these things, it just hasn't worked out. It just hasn't. So, guys, yeah, I'm sorry. Can't recommend this deck box. I will still leave an affiliate link to it down in the description if, for whatever reason, you want to give it a try. I'll also leave a secondary affiliate link down there for maybe a couple of different deck boxes that I would recommend over this one. But yeah, like I said, Viyohoh, it's nothing personal, guys. It really isn't. I'm sorry, but this just is not a good deck box, and I cannot recommend it. Anyways, thanks for checking out the video, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the video, all the other good YouTuber stuff. Again, this was sent to me for free in exchange for an honest review. The affiliate link's down in the description. I do get a kickback whenever you purchase products through those links. So if you do that, it's very much appreciated. Again, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.